This stuff is like liquid gold for your aquarium. Hi everyone and welcome back to Creative Packaging. My name is Kasia and today we are going to talk about tannins, how to make them, as well as take a look at a couple products that are now popping up on the market that make it a little bit easier in case you don't want to make your own tannins from scratch. These are really awesome to add to any soft water setup, particularly bettas. Really love them, whether they're domestic bettas, splendens, or wilds. This stuff is awesome. I'm going to tell you all about it, show you how to make it, and hopefully you'll love it as well. To make this yourself, you technically only need Indian almond leaves, also known as Catappa leaves, but you can also use other dried botanicals as long as they are safe for fish to use. There is no particular super secret special awesome formula that you have to follow. This is sort of kind of general, and a lot of the hobbyists have been experimenting and playing around with different combinations. So this is my favorite one and what I like to use to make that entire jar of tannins. Once you have your botanicals, put them in any type of heat safe container that you can pour boiling water into, and the amount you're using really depends on what you have. This is not a very specific recipe. You're not baking a cake, you're just kind of making some tannins. Remember, in the wild there will be really kind of random amounts of leaves and cones and just materials that fall into the water, so there is no specific super special formula to follow. What I like to do is then pour hot boiling water inside of the jar, and then I let it sit and sit and sit until the very next day. Usually 12 to 24 hours is good. As you can see, we've got really dark, rich tannins, but the cool thing about this is that it's still kind of clear. It does add a tint to the water, but you can still see your fish once this is added to your aquarium. If you end up boiling this multiple times or boiling this on your stove, as some people recommend, that's not anything wrong with that, but the downside is you're going to really break down those botanicals, and you may not be able to use the leaves and the botanicals in your aquarium as decoration or as a surface for microorganisms to feed off of, or your shrimp, and you won't be able to see your fish very well. So this particular method kind of still makes the water itself tinted and you get all the beneficial properties, but you are also still able to see your fish clearly. Now, there are other products on the market that you can try that kind of make this a lot easier. One of this is the powders, where they take the Indian almond leaves and turn it into a powder. This particular one also has a Thai herb extract called sesade. I don't think I'm saying it right. And the powder itself is kind of interesting because it's convenient to use. You can make as much as you need very easily, and a little bit goes a long way. My concern is I can't really confirm that the materials in this powder are legit. So I don't know if this is actual Indian almond leaves, or did someone just take a food coloring powder dye and just sold it. Now, I have tried this with my fish and it hasn't negatively impacted them, but I also don't know for 100% if this is legit. There are also liquid alternatives that you can try, which may be a lot easier for you and a lot, I guess, more hassle-free, if that counts. In my opinion, because I've tried all of these, is the Brightwell Aquatics is the biggest bang for your buck. You're going to invest about $19 for this whole bottle, but it treats about 2,000 gallons of water, as well as provides you with a lot of good information on the bottle itself. So that one would be my top recommendation. I've also tried the new Fritz Dark Water, as well as the Betta water conditioner that also has Indian almond leaf as well. And they both don't really treat a lot of water. One is only for 24 gallons total. This bottle is for only 60 gallons. I don't think it's worth for the amount that you're paying. So I would kind of skip out on those. So here's everything kind of lined up all together. There are still many products that are being produced and added into the market. So in the future, I'm excited to see what people come up with and excited. But in my opinion, if I were to really recommend, I would, for now, stay away from the powders, even though they're very interesting, until we know for 100% what the materials are. And then I would truly recommend that you either make your own Indian almond leaf extract or you use the Brightwell Aquatics one. These are my two kind of recommended options that will give you the most bang for your buck and that I think work the best.